to the... This is real! This is real!
Thank you, brother.
Do not expect this twist.
So that's a new twist. I didn't know that.
Actually,
But carry on.
so, what was I going to say? Okay, we're going to get into our belief.
Yeah.
Hinduism.
Religious belief.
Hinduism. But like, don't get like, we're not. I don't know how to explain it, but it is spiritual and scientific as well. We'll get into it now. You want to say? We'll just start. Dealer, you start.
Yeah, dealer, you start.
Basically, yeah.
What is Hinduism?
What is Hinduism? Hinduism is
We're doing that now as well.
Well, it's
yeah,
like linking to
you
the.
can-
We
you can
we
link-
won't
Okay.
go into all branches of Hinduism, but like
expand on what you
creation.
mean by what is
Well, okay,
Hinduism.
no.
Oh,
link it to the universe.
Yeah. We'll talk about other aspects later.
What's it called? I think it was Sadhguru. He ages ago, I saw this thing. He said Hinduism is not a religion, or it's not something about just ritualistic performances or something like that. Hinduism is like a land. It's like a place where the Hindus originate from, where they get together and try to teach people the way of life.
It's a philosophy rather than a religion. That's
Yeah.
the best way to describe
And
it.
what is philosophy? Philosophy is nothing but
It's a way of
love
thinking.
love of wisdom.
Yeah.
That's what Hindus try to like put out for the world.
Isn't philosophy just questioning everything though?
No,
Yeah.
but like this literal meaning is love of wisdom.
Love of wisdom. That's it.
Yeah, that's the Greek meaning of
Oh
philosophy.
wow.
Is philosophy a
I was
Greek
gonna
word?
try to translate into Greek, but
Go for it. Butcher it.
more? No, I'm not even gonna try. But yeah. So Dile, let me expand on the question. What does Hinduism say about the creation of the universe?
It says that God created it.
I'll be honest with you. I don't know. So you're going to be teaching me this. So I don't know what
Ask
Hinduism-
questions.
Yeah,
Of
but I don't know.
what I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, of what
Is
you
that-
know. Go
is that-
for what you know.
This may be wrong,
Mm.
but it's that God created everything. That's why we exist.
Mm.
That's what I think as well.
But
Oh.
like when people could be asking like
Ram,
there's
ram, ram.
millions and trillions of gods, which brother created it?
Mm.
How would you
But all
answer
the gods
that?
are one.
Yeah, there we go. They get into
Yeah,
that. So
let's
basically,
get into that first.
you could see God is the universe, and you are okay. God is in Hinduism's the philosophy like, entails that God is the universe, and let's imagine this universe as a huge body of water. A drop of that body of water is you, and that is also scientifically proven by what we were saying earlier, as in like everything's made of atoms. Therefore, you are stars. You are everything. And it's basically saying that you are God, which has like a spiritual oneness to it. And it's just like the universe that we see is a partitioning.
Alright,
from
recap
God's.
that because I'll be honest.
Yeah,
I'm a bit
my
confused.
explanation was a little bit sticky there.
Yeah.
It was a bit.
Yeah. It's
I'll
hard
be
to
honest with
explain,
you.
it's
I
hard
got
to
a bit
Does that mean
lost.
that I
I'll
have
be
a
got a
bit of
bit
grass in me
lost.
as well?
Mine is a bit
Huh?
similar.
Does that mean that we have a bit of grass in me as well?
Grass?
You said everything is in us. Like,
As in you are everything and everything is you.
So you are part of me.
Yeah, I am you, but I'm also hey yo.
You're part of me. I don't understand what's wrong. You just said you're part of me.
No,
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah,
part of
yeah.
you and you're part of me.
My theory is something similar,
Don't think this is anything romantic, yeah?
but it's a bit similar, but
We've got
it
blue
branches
card.
off. But are we talking about God or are we talking about creation here first?
Yeah,
Both.
creation, but creation also involves
Fuck's
that.
sake, man. Put this here.
Bro, why is all the glasses near me?
Yeah, go on.
I say.
It's hard to explain, but yeah.
I say when we talk about God, we have to first address who we're talking about.
Mm.
There's a Brahman who's the highest.
Yeah, so
Who's
Hinduism
Mahavishnu
says like Mahavishnu.
is the highest, and then there's like the Vishnu, Shiva, Brahma,
Mm.
and then there's many gods. Which
It's like a
branch off of
hierarchy
that.
of gods.
Yeah, and then it all started with Mahavishnu,
Mm.
and then ever since like he dispersed into the universe, all these elements have been created. I'd say every single god that is present is like a symbolism for each element.
Yeah.
And therefore, like, since some people pray to Shiva, some people pray to Brahma,
Mm.
or somebody like that, it's just like whoever can like connect with each element
Exactly.
better.
So, gives
that's
you
how they
multiple
worship.
options. Yeah.
That's how they worship, like the god through like the
Repeat-
element which they connect.
Repeat that last bit again. Repeat that last bit.
What do you mean?
You that last sentence that you said.
So when the elements have been dispersed, the gods have symbolized those elements.
You said
and-
something about connection.
Yeah, when we can say some people connect with trees and like some people connect with air more. So like each element represents each god. So that's why some people like worship other gods.
Mm.
because they connect with him on a higher level.
I was listening to something. This is kind of related. So, have you watched the show Good Doctor?
Yeah, what's
I've
his
heard of it.
It's
Yeah.
like this doctor, not the
The guy from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
no, not the English version, the Korean
What the
version.
fuck?
Oh, right.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah,
there's,
actor.
there's another guy. Okay, so the Korean version, there was a
The Korean version.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
K-dramas got into my head
Move back,
recently.
move back.
Oh well, but there was a scene from it that said, so someone was talking about, oh, God doesn't it. So the main character, the main Donnie, was like, he believes in God and everything.
Mm.
One patient came in, the daughter believes in God, but the mother doesn't. Okay, so the
Okay.
mother was saying to the daughter, oh, there's no God, nothing. She was crying, she got upset, left and everything.
Bro.
Main doctor went up to her and said, the reason that some people don't believe in God is because their door is closed. And the way he means the door is, he means that the memories that you have, so the time you do prayers and everything, that's your connection to God. So the more you do that, the more connection, the more you believe in it. So the way his door is like the entrance to visualizing God. He also said that was the same thing to like anyone that you miss, any like friends or family that you miss, that's your connection. If you open your door, the more happy memories you have of them, the more you'll recognize them, the more you'll be able to feel them and everything.
Mm.
So I feel like that's the same way connection. Some people can can have more of a connection to more gods because they have a door which is wider or more open.
Who chooses the door?
You choose your door.
Yourself.
So
Yeah.
you choose.
So free will.
Yeah, it's your free will. So
Yeah.
in our religion, just to clarify, we have in our religion there's many gods, and
Yeah.
each god does something different.
Mm.
So for you, you might have a door that's wide enough to have every god, all the gods that you know and want to speak to.
Mm.
While some other people, for me, my personal experience, I don't know like every individual god. I know the main
Yeah, of
ones,
course, yeah.
so I only worship them. So I only know like 4 or 5 like main Donnies.
Mm.
But then you probably know like 30, 40, like
Mm.
the other smaller ones. So that's your door, my door. So when I worship, I only see the ones that I know because my door is a bit narrower.
Mm.
So I feel like your connection depends on who you are.
And it doesn't necessarily matter if I've got a bigger door and you've got a smaller door. It just matters on how you communicate with
Yeah.
which gods you can like connect with. But like, even though like a lot of people think that Hinduism is polytheistic, it's actually monotheistic because all these gods
They
are
all
just
represent
fragments of one. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're all one. And with that linking back, now we need to link this back to the creation of the universe.
Creation of
So,
the universe.
so it's in
Yeah,
like
we went off topic.
the
So-
universe is God.
No, so what we're saying is, are we saying that Mahavishnu created the universe, or are we saying he is the universe?
He is the universe.
He is the universe.
He is the universe.
And doesn't have
He's just
to
a
be
part.
created to him.
It's a part. Yeah, that doesn't have to be created because he is the universe. He is everything.
Mm. That's what a religious approach is.
Yeah.
But a scientist.
Scientifically says that everything is one anyway.
Huh?
Isn't like all atoms,
All
are
atoms
one.
are made of one. Like, you can't create or destroy atoms that already
They're
exist.
all one anyway, scientifically as well.
No, I think that you're twisting a bit. I think they're saying that atoms cannot be created or destroyed. They already exist. We just reform in a different purpose.
Mm.
Is what atoms are. While God is also the same thing. It exists already there. We're just reforming into a way that we can present.
Exactly. Yeah.
We present in statues that we can see, worship, because no one knows how it looks.
Mm.
We've just presented it that way for over thousands of years.
Yeah.
We've just made it that way, same as
Mm.
other stuff. I'm not going to talk about other religions because I
No,
don't.
no,
I
there's-
don't know how
You know,
other religions
the
work.
people-
Another thing, yeah. Wait, you say.
I was about to say the people who, like, the reason we have those statues like this is because people lived back then. They saw them.
Yeah, no, I know,
So-
but like over time, anything over time is slowly
I think-
the story is gonna slowly get changed up a time.
I think
Mm.
Flashy's right. I'd say through like adaptation, people have different like approaches or appearances to God. And thinking back to what you said, like when you said pick up a drop of water and then that's you, God is you.
Mm.
I'd say this is controversial, but God is like an exaggerated version of yourself.
Go on.
So when you perceive God, so like when you come into this world and you see this universe, you see this creation,
Mm.
you would be like, ain't no way some brother like me created this. It has to be some demigod or some like big guy. So you would think
That's
of like
exactly.
a human with 2 heads, a
Mm.
human with 4 arms. So like that's how like these pictures have been created about God.
But I think it doesn't even matter what it looks like. It matters about the connection until what are you actually connecting with. It's also connecting with yourself.
No. We're just explaining why people have these like
No,
drawings
the
of
different-
God,
the different
how
drawings,
they like
yeah.
see God.
how are we linking this back to creation, by the way?
Creation just.
We've
No, we're just
slightly
saying
gone off.
that atoms cannot be created or destroyed.
Yeah.
They already exist.
Which is scientific,
End
and
of.
then God is
So the
already
earth,
there.
the earth,
God is like
the
an
universe
existence
already
already.
existed before.
Is
What you
It's
said.
always existed.
yeah, it's all. Is it? Yeah,
So
the
God
universe.
always existed as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we're saying God. No, God.
This guy's so
What?
delayed.
No, but it doesn't because we can't. Then when we come back to the thing of like existence, why can't it just always be there?
I think it's a simulation. I'll be honest with you.
Well, actually, Hinduism actually basically does say it's a simulation.
How?
So basically, you don't exist yet. You're just computer code. that-
No.
Actually,
It doesn't
no.
say
How
I don't
does
exist.
Hinduism? How does Hinduism say that?
It's not directly a simulation. Like there's a guy on a computer just laughing when we're doing this podcast. But I mean, like, essentially says that everything you're seeing now is this thing called Maya, like an illusion, and that, like, if you remove the illusion, we're just spiritual particles of Mahavishnu, as in, or you call Mahavishnu the universe. You can call him whatever you want. Mahavishnu the universe, as in your perception of reality is an illusion because we separated from God.
I've got a question.
And
right?
that is the puzzle
you
that we
are
have to-
Mahavishnu though.
Yeah, you are Mahavishnu.
No, no, you are Mahavishnu though,
We
bro.
got this. Oh, there we go.
That's not good.
My tattoo of Mahavishnu's weapon, or
Mm.
Krishna's
I've got a
weapon.
question, right?
Yeah, go on.
Are you basically saying that all gods are sub-gods of Mahavishnu?
Yes.
Okay, I understand now.
Yeah, and every
That's
we'll get
what
into like
Hinduism
deep.
says.
We'll get into like deep Hinduism
Some
later.
people like ISKCON would argue that Krishna is God.
Mm.
Krishna is the main.
Mm.
And then, but like in like the scriptures, Vedic scriptures, it says that Krishna is an avatar of Mahavishnu.
Mm.
But then like other people like the Bhagavad Gita says Krishna is the main.
Yeah.
I'm not arguing with that,
Mm.
but it just confuses me. It baffles me.
I think
to
the
understand.
reason they say that he's the main is when basically Mahavishnu, whenever an unrighteous event occurs or in the universe, he will come down in a certain form, and he's come down in multiple forms. You've probably heard of him, Rama, if you've heard of that, Krishna, and any of his other forms. And they commonly say that Krishna is like the main form. The reason they say this is because he came down around like 11 times, and in that time he came down, this guy, man. In that time he
11
came
times, bro. There's
Eleven?
only does avatar, bro. 10.
10
There's only
times, sorry,
He
10.
came 9. The 10 didn't come yet.
No, the 10 didn't come yet.
Yeah.
Every single time he's come
Oh,
before Krishna, he didn't know that he was Krishna. As in, he was essentially like partially human directly.
Oh no!
So
I
when
watched,
Krishna came down, he knew he was God. So that's why they see him as more
Wait,
main.
can
They
you-
call him like the personality of Godhead. I'll say it again. Sorry. So whenever he came down, like 9 times, he wasn't fully aware that he was God. Of course, he still had the
But
powers.
the avatar
the
didn't
avatar.
understand consciously.
Yeah,
I
like
am God.
Rama doesn't know he's God.
He doesn't know
He does.
fully.
He still has like the capabilities of God, but he doesn't know. And then we got Krishna, but he does know this time when he comes out. This is and not the latest, but one of the latest avatars. That's why they say that he's the main form. He's like a direct, like consciousness
So God
from
him-
Mahavishnu.
God himself came down at that point. Instead
Yeah.
of sending
God
sub-gods of him.
did come down the whole times, but this time is like the full personality of
Mm.
God came down at that one time. Fair enough. That's what like.
That's what.
But it doesn't. At the
Very
end of the day, it
descriptive.
doesn't matter. You can say Shiva's the main god. All it matters is that God is the universe, and you're connecting back to the universe.